It's that time of year again. Yule has come, and the last couple of Yules that I've had a YouTube channel, I went big. I went really big. And if you've seen my last video explaining how 2025 was, you'll understand why this is going to be a little bit more simple. I decided that this year I wasn't even going to celebrate. I was going to do what I've done for the last couple of Sabbaths and do it quietly by myself, alone, as I reflected on everything that has happened this year. But then a friend changed all that for me with an act of kindness that touched me so much that it put me back in a state of mind where it was time to let the past go and say goodbye to 2025 by putting out a small and simple video of how I'm going to celebrate it and celebrate the friends in my life is the theme for this year's Yule. Instead of telling you all the talking points of Yule that you could see everywhere, I'm just going to tell you the talking points of my life and my personal journey of this Yule. And it all started with a piece of wood and a conversation with a very close friend. And I was telling her that I didn't know what I wanted to do for Yule this year, if I even wanted to celebrate. And I shared about when I was little that my grandmother had this very ugly log that sat in the middle of our kitchen. She never explained what it was for, and she'd put it as a centerpiece on our kitchen table. And it was plastic, 70s, and it had ugly poinsettias and ugly plastic pines on it, and it looked just like this, very similar to this. This conversation was on a Friday, and by Monday, I was given that log. Her husband made this during our first big snowstorm that weekend, and it was just too magical to pass up, and I wanted to share it all with you. I knew I wanted moss at the base of the log, and I wanted something to represent snow. I found these white beads on Amazon, and they are garbage, so if you ever see them, don't get them. They suck. I decorated the log with different items that I had that were meant for winter solstice, and I had realized I didn't have any red candles for my Yule log. So I sent my son out, and there was none to be found anywhere. And I placed these in there just to see what it was going to look like. And then I got a hold of my sponsor, who always saves the day. And she just happened to have some that were absolutely perfect. You have to understand, we were running out of time. I decided this at the last minute. And we were getting together that following weekend, and I asked her to bring those with because we were going to make a Yule simmer pot for some of the people in our life. And it was her idea. I wasn't even, like, this was all last minute. And so she came up with the idea, and I came up with the magic that was going in it. She was grabbing everything we needed for the simmer pot, and I was going to put together a little magic potion for people to sprinkle into the simmer pot. I pulled out some herbs that represent the holiday, and I added them all together, and then I had to decide if I wanted them to be in a little pouch or if I wanted to put them in a bottle. And I ended up with the bottle, but I wish I would have chose the pouch now. And so we had about 20 people, and let me tell you, there was a lot of people. After putting all the herbs together, I put a magical intent for the people that we were giving them to for happiness and blessings for the following year. I wanted to make sure that these bottles were filled and ready to add to the summer pot bags, and they were all ready to go by the time she came the next day. And let me tell you, we were busy all day and night. We didn't get done till 10 o'clock that night. And then we made some tags to go on each one of the gifts on the recipe and how to use the simmer pot. And then we decorated the outside of the bag and then added, attached to them, the little bottles of magic that I had made the night before. And they all turned out perfect. But I can promise you I never want to make another one of those bags again as long as I live. Oh, but I got ahead of myself. Before we started all this, when she got there, she presented me with a very special gift. And she had made me an ornament with the logo of my business, and it had this message on the back. I can't begin to tell you how much my friends mean to me and how grateful I am to have them in my life. Not just because of the gifts they gave me, but because they took the time to get me something that they knew would be really special to me, and that meant the world to me. I am beyond blessed this Yule season, and I think it would be very selfish of me if I didn't celebrate it the way I have been the last couple years. And although this year was rough, the way it's ending is the greatest blessings that I ever had. And here is my altar and my Yule log. Thank you for being here on my journey, and I look forward to seeing you in 2026.